Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Veronica and I run my own small business called loopingteddys, and welcome to the first vlog that I'm actually starting from my new studio space. So I have finally started to make the move. It has been quite a long time coming. I actually started renting the space about a month ago and I have been working on it ever since, and we have made quite a good progress so far, but still it took me a long time to finally actually move in here, and it's still nowhere near completed. You can definitely tell all of the shelves are mostly still very much empty and most of the stuff is actually still at home, and I'm still not finished with getting all of the things that I want to get for the studio, but I thought I want to start actually vlogging from the space and actually start using the space. So today I packed the first big bin. It's just on the floor next to me, and I thought I could first of all give you a bit of a studio tour, show you what has been happening since I last showed you the state of the studio. I obviously got a desk, that is what you can already tell back here, but some more stuff has been going on here, and I will give you a short studio tour now. And then I brought a big bin of works in progresses that I still want to work on, lots of plushies, and I also brought most of the stuff that I need to make my plushies, so I have made the move for that already. I really want to get all of my yarn over here in the next couple of days, and then I also have some more exciting stuff coming in for my candle making part of my business. I bought a wax melter last week and it will be arriving tomorrow, so I want to install that right back here tomorrow, so that will happen in this week. It is currently Wednesday, it is March 5th, and I just finished my workday and I'm super excited because it is still super light out. I also have a huge window in the studio space, which is one of the best features of the space, so I can definitely still film in here for a long time because it's still very bright out today. But without talking too much in this intro, let me give you the tour and show you what has been going on in here and what I have been working on in here. As I said before, still lots of stuff to do, but for now I think that I can start making the move and moving all of my things in here. So let's get into the tour. Okay, so the last time I was talking about the space, I was actually installing all of the shelves in here and this big chair. So that is still kind of the way it was set up before. I also bought some of these foldable crates for the studio. I definitely want to get even more in the future, but I think that they fit here super nicely, like two behind one another, fit the depth of the shelf perfectly, and I think they have a very nice aesthetic, and I have about a million different uses in mind for these, so these will definitely come in handy in the studio, and I just thought to get those now already. And then something else I have bought for the studio are these two big plants. I really like house plants. That was one of my COVID hobbies that I got really into. So I really want to have lots of plants in the studio. These two are just the first ones. I'm also thinking about getting some more to put up here. That's just some paper trash, but some more plants up here, and then also on the other shelf as well. Like hanging plants would look really nice hanging down here. And then one of the biggest changes I made to the studio since last time is I actually switched up the shelves that are just like on the side of the window and these. So before I had all of these connected, and I thought that I would take those two to my markets because I really want to use some shelves for my market setup this year. But when I was building up these shelves, I realized it was kind of inconvenient to have the shelves over here, like these two, be the ones that I will need to take down for markets all the time and drag them through the whole space and take them out there. And I decided to instead go ahead and detach these two shelves. So this is the first one, and then the last one is like kind of in the hallway already. So these two are detached from the other shelves, as you can tell, and I will be able to take these down for markets and take them there. So I will have all of my market stuff stored in those two, so I will need to pack that anyways, and then they will be empty anyways when I'm going to a market, because all of the stuff that's stored in there will be going with me to the markets, so I can just easily take those down and take them right out to the car and don't have to use the shelves over there, and they can stay set up all of the time. So that is one of the bigger changes I have made to the whole shelving. So I had to put down the shelves again and put them up again. So that took quite a long time, but now I'm really happy with the result. I'm really happy with having these two shelves be detached from the rest. I will also go ahead and modify these shelves a little bit so I can make them easier to be put up at markets, because let me show you in detail. Okay, so these shelves have these little like metal crosses that help them be more stable, and they are just screwed in there in the back, and I want to switch up the whole mechanism of that so that I don't have to screw them on, but rather I can like turn them in by hand. It's kind of hard to explain that vision right now, but I will take you guys along once I start modifying them, and I think that that will make a huge improvement to being able to set them up by myself and like really easily at markets without using any tools. So that is definitely going to be in the future where I start improving these shelves and making them like market stall ready, I guess. But yeah, that's all about these shelves. I actually ended up changing these two shelves as well, these two. So for these two shelves, I changed them completely. I previously had the deeper shelves that are like 50 centimeters deep here, because I thought that these two were going to be the shelves that I was going to take to my market. But now, since they will be set up here permanently, I decided to go ahead and return the shelves and actually get the less deep ones. So these are just 30 centimeters deep. And I think that that just frees up a little. That just frees up a little more space in the whole like area here, because they are not as deep, and currently I obviously still have a lot of space, so I don't need the extra deepness of the shelves. So I think that for now these are way better, and I ended up just returning the like actual shelves and not the side pieces. So I now have two extra deeper side pieces that are currently like just stored in the hallway that I currently don't have set up, but I might use them in the future for market stalls and stuff like that, because I had already like put them up, so I couldn't really return them. But the shelves I returned and got new ones and got new side pieces. So now that is, I think, way better for my needs right now in the studio space. And then I also ended up putting the doors onto these. So these now have doors on the lower part of the shelves. They obviously don't have shelves inside right now because I ended up getting a few too little of these shelves. So I need to go back to IKEA someday and get some more of them to put down here into like this hidden part of the shelf, because my vision for these two shelves is actually to put my candle inventory here, so have all of them displayed here as kind of a nice backdrop for the studio, and just to have them like all ready. So yeah, that is the vision for here. So I ended up actually using up quite a lot of the shelves for this upper part of the shelf. How many times can I say shelves in one sentence? But that is the vision for this part of the studio. And then down here I can have like fragrance oils and stuff like that that is not like cute looking, so I can just hide that back here. So that is the vision for that part of the whole shelving unit. And then back here, the vision for back here is to have all of the yarn and all of the crocheting stuff back here, because that's like super bright colors, and personally I don't think that that matches the vision of this space super well, so I kind of want to have that behind the doors. And then over here, as I said before, I want to have the wax melter, and then just have more room for storage in the slimmer shelf, and then the other two are for markets, as I said before. So that is the plan for now. Once I actually start moving more stuff into the space, that is what I want it to look like for now. But let's move on to the next part of the studio, which is kind of like right over here. Okay, so this is just like on the other side of the slim shelf. So this is the side where I have my desk set up right now. It's a huge desk. This is like 1 meter 80 by 80 centimeters, so quite huge, but I really wanted to have a huge desk in this room. I ended up getting this whole desk completely for free because my mom's boyfriend had that left over, so he gave it to me for free. It currently is set up on these 4 like very simple legs, and I would actually love to get like a standing desk and adjustable desk because I really want to pour my candles on this desk as well, and I don't want to be like hunched over all of the time, and I also want to be able to sit at the desk when I'm working on plushies and other stuff. So I would really like to get that soonish so I can start moving this desk up and down. But for now, I'm super happy that I got a free desk that is fitting in super nice with the color of the shelves. It's actually the same wood, so that ended up working out perfectly. And then I also ended up getting this huge desk chair. It is like one of these like super big ones where you can sit cross-legged, because I thought that that was going to be like very convenient. So I'm able to sit like that and work, so that's more comfortable than just having like a regular office chair. I really wanted to have something where I would be super comfortable when working in the studio space, so I'm super happy about this chair. I actually got it for 50% off. There was like some sort of sale going on, so I ended up getting pretty lucky with that because I had picked out this chair already and I just ended up getting it for half off, which is always super nice. And then the final thing, which we actually installed just last night, are these 2 pegboards that I also got from IKEA. I just thought that they will come in super handy for all kinds of different things. I always have way too much stuff that I need to store somewhere, and this is like a very handy way in storing lots of small little things. I got lots of different attachments for these. I got like some little clips. I got some little like these stretchable rope thingies where I can just put things behind. I got lots of these little hooks where I can hang lots of different things, and then these little containers that slide out. I actually think that I will need a couple more of these because I can see myself storing my safety eyes and stuff like that in there, and I would definitely need a couple more of them for that purpose. But for now, I think that that looks very nice, and I think that in no time this will be actually kind of filled up. So I am super happy with what the space is looking like right now. I still have a lot to do, as I said before, but I think that we have already put in so much work in the past couple of weeks since I got access to the studio space. So definitely still super happy about the opportunity of actually renting this space and growing my business that way. And that was the tour so far. As I said before, I brought a big bin of plushie stuff with me over here. So I actually brought the whole bin with all of the plushies that I currently have finished. So kind of like my inventory bin. And then I also brought a big box of all of my works in progresses, because we all know that I have a problem with having too many of those at all times. So my goal today, as long as it stays light out, I will be working on some more of my works in progresses and trying to finish up some of them. So let me give you a bit of a tour of the works in progresses we have to offer right now. And I can just tell you that there is quite a lot of them. Okay, so let me just start by kind of showing you what I brought over here, because it's actually kind of not like difficult, but you have to be kind of strategic when moving your business into a new space, because I don't want to bring anything here that I will then need at home for working on more stuff like tonight or something like that. So it's actually like very strategical what to bring over here when. So I ended up taking this huge box, which is mostly my works in progresses. I also brought over this organizer that has all of my safety eyes. I also have some of these back at home because, as I said before, I'm still working on plushies back at home. as well. And then as I don't currently have my yarn stored over here, I had to think about what yarn I will need for working on my works in progresses. So I ended up taking a couple skeins of yarn with me, so I'm actually able to work on these whips. And yeah, this is just the amount of whips that I currently have. So I definitely want to work on these today and get this box to be a little less filled, because this is a problem. These just keep on piling up. I always think that I'm making great progress in actually finishing up some of these, and then I ended up being out of town again over the last weekend, and I was on the train for a couple of hours last weekend because we went to Berlin, and we were on the train for around like 8 to 10-ish hours. So I was working on lots of plushie projects again last weekend. I ended up working on a lot of these brontosauruses. They actually are quite finished. I still need to like close up the head and add the little tail, but except for that, they're actually like pretty far done. I also already added the eyes for these this week already. There's a total of 4 of these dinos, so I have 2 in this color and then 2 in this color. And what else did I work on last weekend? I made more of these chicks because I think that they will be super popular before Easter, so I ended up making 6 more of those on the train. And then what else is new in here? Yeah, this. So these are little hats for my mini chicks with hats. I have lots of these prepared in lots of different colors, so I still need to add the actual chick for the mini chick in a hat. I just have lots of these little colorful hats. I think I have around like 20-ish of these, so definitely quite a lot of plushies to make over here. And then finally, I'm looking to find some of those. Oh yeah, here they are. I have some turtle parts that I made a while ago, so I now finally went ahead and started working on the shells. So I have 6 different shell colors in here. I can't really find the rest of them right now, but that is another thing that I was working on last weekend. So quite a lot of whips to choose from. I think for now I will actually go ahead and work on my chubby birds because I just need to stuff them and close them up. Everything else is already finished for those. They all have eyes, they all have their beak added. So I think that is like a nice and easy win, and I definitely have tons of them in here. So I think that that will be the first thing that I will be working on and trying to actually finish them up right now. I will head home once my boyfriend is at home, so I still have like around 40 more minutes until he gets home. So that is what I want to be working on today. I still definitely don't need to worry about running out of work anytime soon, but that is this big box. And then just for the fun of it, let me actually show you what else I brought over here. So I have this big bin, which you probably already know if you have been to my channel before. I have all of my finished plushies in here. The thing that is new since the last time I was actually filming is this Easter bunny. It looks kind of rough because it was in this box, but this is the Easter bunny that I made. I really hope that he will draw some attention to my booth during like the Easter time. I think he's really cute. I really like the shape of the body here on this one. And then I actually ended up finishing up a couple more plushies, but just like random little works in progress that I had before. So it's already getting kind of filled again, but I also brought this over already because I want to start collecting my finished inventory over here. So I thought it would make sense to take this one over here already. And then to actually be able to finish up all of the works in progresses, I also took over this whole bag of stuffing. So this is already over here as well. I just need that to work on the plushies. I still have lots of that at home. I'm actually surprised. I thought I was running kind of low, but I actually still have 3 whole bags after this one left. So that is awesome. I don't need to order any of that anytime soon. So that is a plus, I guess. And then I just took over my crochet hook and stuff like that. So let's not yap too much and get actually to work. As I said before, chubby birds are the priority today. And let's see how many we can actually get finished.
Someday never comes, road trips and shotguns, sunshine on my skin, smile is kicking in, vibes are in the air, jumping everywhere, endless nights, summer's on my mind. I'm drenched in sunshine and good times, changing the station with an open mind. I don't wanna sound selfish, but I'm not coming back. The highs of your touch like vertigo, it's a fight or flight rush, no way to take it slow. Got me feeling like I could breathe in space, in space. Someday never comes, road trips and shotguns, sunshine on my skin, smile is kicking in, vibes are in the air, jumping everywhere, endless nights, 'cause summer's on my mind. Someday never comes, road trips and shotguns, sunshine on my skin, smile is kicking in, vibes are in the air, jumping everywhere, endless nights, 'cause summer's on my mind.
Okay friends, so it's now quite a while later and I have been working on all of the birds and I have actually finished all of them. They're all set up right in front of me. It's quite a lot of them. So I feel like I've been making pretty good progress on these works in progresses today. And something that's really fun about this space is that I have this huge desk. So it feels like I actually have a lot of working space now because my desk at home is kind of small and right now I can have so much stuff on my desk. I have the whole works in progress box to the side. I have all of the birds set up in front of me and I still have quite a lot of space to work. So that is honestly so convenient and I'm really enjoying it. It is also still pretty bright in this room, even though the sun has already set, so I'm also enjoying that. It's honestly so much fun to work from here, but I will head home now because it's actually kind of late. I will cook dinner now and just hang out tonight, and I think that I will go back to work from here again tomorrow as well. So I will probably check in with you guys once I am on my lunch break tomorrow. And we will work some more from here, working on this big bin, finally getting that finished. Hopefully tomorrow the wax melter will arrive and we can set that up in the shelf. So I am super excited. There's so much happening in my small business right now and it's so much fun to work on all of this. Okay friends, so I'm now checking in for Thursday. It is actually after work already because today was honestly such a crazy day. I ended up not even having the time to go over here during my lunch break and to start working from here this afternoon. So I just got here after I finished my workday, and that was today kind of crazy, but now I have finished my work week because I have Fridays off, so I'm already like kind of in my weekend now, so I can start working on my small business again. And I wanted to show you actually two things that happened since I last checked in with you yesterday. So first of all, I started yet another work in progress. I got home yesterday, we ate dinner, I did my workout because I have been trying to stick to a workout routine for this year, and it's actually going pretty well so far. But after that, I was actually kind of motivated to crochet some more, but I had left all of my works in progresses over here. So I still kind of need to get into the whole thing of having two spaces currently where I work on my small business. But I decided to go ahead and start working on another plushie. And in last week's video, I was sharing 10 patterns I thought that were perfect for spring markets. And I had actually tried out 9 of them already, and only one was a new pattern. And I decided to go ahead and start working on that last night. So I'm pretty far along with this, honestly. So you can kind of tell what it's going to be already. So we have a little body right here. This is actually the tail, and then we have 2 ears that will go on the head. So it's a little bunny, of course, because it's a spring pattern. And then after that, I will have to make a little overall because it's going to be a bunny in an overall. So we're actually kind of far along with that one. I just have a couple of rows left on the head. So I'm thinking that I will actually keep working on that today and actually try and finish up a singular plushie again, and not even work on the whips I was talking about yesterday. But that is just the reality right now. I have quite a lot going on, so I just keep starting projects and never finding the time to actually finish them. And then the other thing that happened, I already kind of talked about yesterday. I had a package arrive today, and it was my wax melter. So here it is. I honestly thought it was going to be bigger and also heavier. This is actually kind of like super light, so I'm kind of surprised by that. But still, I really want to take that out of the box today and set it up back there. So I think that that is what I will be doing first. And then we will work on the bunny a little bit and try and finish that one up today. Okay, so we have the wax melter, and then this was like a whole set, but I couldn't find it anywhere without the set because I kind of don't really need all of those items. But there's basically like a lot of wicks with their little like feet already attached. I have some wick stickers, and then like also some wick clips, like holders. These you insert the wick into, and they hold your wick in place until the wax is dried up. So this little set was included here. I will see how I can use all of these things, but as I said before, I couldn't find it without the set, so I guess I will try and use those up in the future. But I had already set my heart on this wax melter because I have heard really great reviews on that one. This is not sponsored, by the way. I bought this with my own money, but I had seen a lot of other people talk about this. So I got the Toe Auto wax melter in the 5-liter variant. It's a smaller size because I'm currently still like at the very beginning of starting my whole candle journey. So I thought the smaller size is enough for now, and we can always upgrade in the future. But for now, I think this is already way better than making all of my candles on my stove, because that's at home and I want to be able to do all of my small business things over here. So there was just no way around getting one of these wax melters for my small business. So let's see. This is actually, as I said, very like much smaller than I thought this was going to be. Like, this is honestly kind of cute in size. I thought it was going to be at least like double the size. But that's a nice surprise that it won't take up so much space. So that is it. We have the temperature that you can like put in which one you want to heat it up to. We have the plug and then this faucet. And yeah, you just basically open it up. Oh yeah, there's a manual in here. That's really cute. I thought it was going to be so much bigger, but apparently this is 5 liters of wax. So let's set this one up. I will read the manual just shortly and see if there's anything that I need to know beforehand. But I think it's basically just putting it up and plugging it in. But let me check. And yeah, that's basically it. I just put it up now. I didn't really plug it in because I currently don't have any wax here, so it wouldn't make sense to turn it on right now. But I will have to take my wax over here over the course of the weekend when I have my car, because the wax is super heavy and I will not carry that over here by hand. So yeah, that is what it's looking like. It's super cute in size, as I said before. It's fitting in here super nicely. I eventually want to put it up on a little like shelf so I can put my jug over here and put that on the scales so I can easily measure out the weight of the wax that I'm pouring. But for now I will keep it like this and have it set up right here, and I can just pour the wax out by taking this up to the front and pouring it out like this. But eventually I want to put up a little shelf to make my life easier with that. But I'm honestly super happy to have this here, and I think that overall this will make my life so much easier when making my candles, because it's honestly kind of time consuming to do like the double boiler method on the stove. Is very time consuming. It takes a long time for the wax to melt on the stove, so I'm happy to upgrade to this one, and I think it's a pretty good investment in my small business to get this early on, to be able to use that early on and save a lot of time in the long run. So yeah, that is set up, so let's get into finishing up the little bunny.
It's hard for me to be somewhere for too long. I'm always moving around, but as long as I'm on the same page as you're on, no point in slowing it down. 'Cause anywhere I'm going, if you're the one I'm holding, I could be anywhere. Long as you're beside me, tied into a wire, I could be anywhere. I just need you there. I need you there. I need you there. I need you there. I need you. We could be floating a boat in a bay. We could be at home in a haze. We could be driving a silver Mercedes, or on a bike in the rain. 'Cause anywhere I'm going, if you're the one I'm holding, I could be anywhere.
It's actually such a struggle for me sometimes to figure out what safety eye size I want to use for my plushies when I'm making them for the first time. So currently I'm struggling whether I should use these 12mm eyes or if the 10mm eyes are better. I think like 11mm would honestly be perfect, but for now I think I will keep the bigger eyes because it's a bunny and bunnies kind of have bigger eyes. So I sometimes struggle with that, to decide on that. So let me know if you know this feeling. For some reason, it is sometimes really hard for me to like imagine what the finished plushie will look like and what will look better. So for now, I think I will be going with the bigger eyes, but it is a struggle and it takes a long time. And that is one of the many reasons why I keep making the same patterns, is that I have everything figured out. I have the whole look figured out, what I like the plushie to look like. I don't have to think about a lot of things because it basically stays the same the whole time. So we will see if I end up liking this eye size or what we will do about that in the future.
Suburbs to the city, I just want you with me. I could be anywhere, I just need you there. I need you there. I need you there. I need you there. I need you, need you. I need you there. I need you there. I need you there. I need you, need you.
Okay, my dears, so I have finished up the bunny as far as I can currently finish it up because, of course, I did not take any yarn to embroider the little snout on him, and I also didn't take any colorful yarn to actually make his little overalls. So, this is everything I can do for him today. I will actually go ahead and end today's part of this video right here because I'm actually heading out tonight for some sort of mystery activity. I don't really know what I am going to do tonight. My mom is inviting me out for something, but she wouldn't tell me what we are doing tonight. I will check back in with you tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually my birthday, but I think I will be in the studio in the morning before we leave to do some fun activities. But I definitely have a little bit of time in the morning to kind of like just hang out here. I'm really enjoying this space. So even though it is technically work that I'm doing on my birthday, I still think that I will check in here and do a little bit of working on either some of the studio stuff, getting some of my supplies over here from home, or working on this big bin, this big problem that I'm currently creating for myself with starting too many projects. But, anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow for some more small business studio work. It's now the next day and I'm back in the studio. As you can tell, I've never actually been in the studio in the morning. So right now it's currently like super sunny. I had to let down the blinds just so you can actually see me because it's so insanely sunny in here and it's actually pretty warm also. I'm super happy that the blinds were already installed in the studio because otherwise it would be just too bright to work in here right now. But this way I was able to let them down and now it's actually a quite nice light in here again. So today, as I said yesterday, is actually my birthday and I will be heading out for a lunch and then staying out in the city the whole day. But I thought I still could go to my studio and work in here for a little bit this morning because I just really love this place. I really want to spend some time in here today. So I came back here and I will be working on some plushies today as well because that is just what I love to do. So why not do it on my birthday as well? My big goal for today is to finish up this one. I added his little snout last night. That was the only thing that I added. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it. I had a different type of snout before. It was like a pink little snout horizontal across, but I think I like this one better. But I might cut this one off again, to be honest, and just leave him snoutless. But we will see once he has his little overalls how I feel about his whole like facial expression, if he needs it or if he can stay just like with his eyes. And for his overalls, I have already picked out a color. It's like a light coral reddish color. And I think that that fits really nicely with the little bunny. So I want to make his overalls out of that color. And that is the first big goal. And then we will see how much else I can get done today. Not entirely sure. I don't want to overdo it today. So we will take a very chill day and work on some more works in progresses and just see where the day goes. All right, the bunny is now finished. The overalls took a little longer than I thought they would because you do have to weave in all of the ends, obviously. And I don't usually need to do that because when you have the plushies, you have a definite inside of the plushie where it doesn't matter if the ends are weaved in. So I don't have a ton of practice of doing that, but overall, now this cute little bunny is completed and I'm really obsessed with how it looks. It even has a little hole in the back of the overalls for the little tail, and I think this one is so insanely cute, and I would love to make a couple more of them with like different colored bunnies and different colored overalls and just like have a little mix and match station at my booth for these little bunnies where people can pick out the bunny that they like and then the overall that they like and kind of create their own this way. So I might, if I ever have time, which I definitely doubt because I still have this whole big box of unfinished plushies, but if I ever have the time, I would love to make them and have a lot of them at my booth because I think that they are pretty cute. So I'm really obsessed with this one. I'm really glad I tried out a new pattern and yeah, kind of expanding my product range ever so slightly. I do it only every now and then and yeah, add a new plushie into my market roster, but I really like this one. I think it's definitely a standout character at my booth, and I think it's perfect for Easter. So that is finished. That is the big project of this week because I started this one this week and I actually finished it. So at least not another work in progress. But now I think that I will move on to finishing up my turtles. I have a total of 6 of them in here. I have all of the parts, all of the fins, all of the heads, all of the shells. I just need to connect them all and close them up. And I actually already have brought the right yarn color with me to do that. Looking at the time, that will be the thing that I do next, just to complete a couple more of the plushies in this big bin.
The cage I was locked in, a whole lot like prison. It left me in despair. And now I'm wondering if I can now begin the life I've been missing. You lost your head. I can't believe another word you said. Let's just promise not to leave this dead. I can't lie.
Okay, friends, so I thought I would check in because I actually am about to leave the studio for today, but I wanted to check in with you and kind of show you what I have managed to accomplish in the time that I had. So, of course, one time again, we finished this little cute Bean the Bunny, and I am still obsessed with him. And then I also managed to finish 3 more turtles. So I have a one with a berry colored shell, I have one with a green shell, and I have one with a light blue shell. So I managed to finish half of my turtles. There's still a lot to do. The plushie works in progress bin. I can just show you the plushie works in progress bin, and we still obviously have a ton of stuff left to do. Okay, so this is what the bin looks like now. It's still halfway filled, and there's still like a ton to finish up in here. So this will definitely get taken into the next week, and we will work on those some more. And I will try to not start more projects again this time. But yeah, also next week I will start to move all of my things over here, so I'm actually able to finish to work on all of my types of products in here. I want to make some more candles because my first market of the year is coming up in 3 weeks, and I definitely need to make some inventory for that. I have been testing a ton behind the scenes. I have ordered fragrance oils for my scented candles. I have tested all of my pillar candles. I found the ones that I want to start out with. So lots of things are coming next week. But for now, I thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way until the end, and I will see you guys again in next week's video. So until then, bye!